Thank you and welcome this evening. We'd like to welcome you to tonight's meet and greet with the candidates hosted by the Allegheny Highland Chamber of Commerce. I am Susan Nick with the Chamber, and on behalf of our Executive Director, Teresa Hammond, I welcome you. We appreciate Ms. Becky Knuckles and the entire city staff for assisting us with all the logistics behind the scene for this evening and for arranging us to use council chambers for the meeting. As this evening completes our series of meet and greet of candidates for election year 2022, I'd like to take a moment to publicly thank our media. They have attended every single one of our events and have provided invaluable service to our citizens. That would be the Recorder, the Virginia Review, and the Allegheny, Journal. Again, thank you for the coverage and really that you're helping us get the word out, because we know that people want to be informed and sometimes they just can't make these meetings. At this time, I'm going to introduce the two candidates for council. We're going to ask them to make a few remarks, introduce themselves, and then we'll see if there's any questions that the audience would like to pose to them. I'm just going to take it in alphabetical order, so Mr. Carson, if you're ready, we'll go ahead with you.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Lance Carson, and I am the City of Covington representative for District 1. I want to thank Jesus first and the citizens of Covington for trusting me and electing me as City Council for the past 2 years. I want to thank everyone that came out tonight. I especially want to thank the Chamber for having this meeting and greet and for allowing me the time to speak to you about running for re-election for District 1 for the City of Covington. A little bit about me. I am married to Kathy Carson for the past 26 years. I have 4 grown children, Devin Nicely and her husband Billy, Lane Carson and his wife Shana, all who live in Covington. I have Russie Gann and her husband Drew, who live in Richmond. I have Seth Lamb and his wife Brooke, who live in Little Rock, Arkansas. We have 5 grandchildren, me and Kathy: Anthony and Kaylee Nicely, Carson and Xander Carson, and Bexley Gann. I worked for the Allegheny Department of Social Services for the past 34 years and retired 3 years ago. I am employed as a part-time parts delivery person for Advance Auto now. I love my job. I am a member of the TAP Board, the Dalford Speed Group, and if you don't know what the Speed Group it is the State Park Environmental Education Group. I have been involved in community groups such as I've coached Special Olympics, I've coached Little League Baseball, I've coached girls softball, and I've coached Youth League basketball. I have been on council for almost 2 years. I would like to highlight some of the projects we have completed since I took office and some of our ongoing projects that we will complete in the near future. Maple Avenue Phase 2 completed. Maple Avenue's Phase 3, Main to River, it's in progress. The Equal Basin project, which is $8 million, currently being constructed at the wastewater plant. Thacker Sidewalk, I'm glad to say, will be completed in the next 30 days. Public safety, fire equipment, breathing apparatus purchased. Fire truck purchased, arriving just after the first of the year. Pad site project with Allegheny County and the IDA Industrial Development Authority ongoing. Sidewalk project on Beach Street to Pine Street, engineering and funded. The Rayon Bridge, funding approximately $14 million in VDOT's 6-year plan. The water plant improvements and maintenance, plan. Water is a very valuable asset to us. Pavement reviews completed. First round has been bidded, and considerable pavement will begin no later than early spring due to the cold weather. Gordon's building project, economic development are ongoing, and we hope to see something happen there in the fall. Approximately for safety improvements in the Carpenter Drive, Town Hill, and Madison Avenue have been submitted. In closing, I would like to thank each of you for coming out tonight. I want to thank all of the city employees. You are the heart of our city, and you are a great asset. Without you, we couldn't get done what the city needs done. Please come out and vote for me on November the 8th. Every vote is important. Please vote William E. Carson for District 1 Council Representative, and thank you very much. I also would like to bring up another thing that's very important on the ballot that you probably might not be coming out to vote for me, but we've got a school issue, which is a referendum. Do we want the school board to be elected by the public voters or by city council? I would love to see it by the voters, and it's up to you to decide where you want it and how you want it done. And I thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Forbes, would you like to come up and say a few words?
Good evening, everybody. It's nice to see some people turn out. My name's Fred Forbes. I was born right here in Covington, raised. I'm running for District 2 City Council for the city of Covington. I'm married. I have 3 grown children. And like I said before, I was born and raised here. I don't have really a clue as to what I'm probably getting myself into doing this. But you know, you got to try sometimes. You can't get nothing accomplished if you don't grab a door handle and charge in. So that's about how I stand with that. I would really, this is going to be short. I would really appreciate the City of Covington's District 2 people's vote. I'm going to do the best I can. You know, it starts with the people coming to the representatives, and then it goes from the representative to council. And there's a lot of things that can be done in these districts, particularly in 2, that, you know, if this goes well, then contact me, we'll sit down and talk or whatever, you know, share thoughts and information, and then if need be, y'all come to a meeting and speak your piece, you know, see what needs to be took care of. But anyway, yeah, I'm running for City Council seat District 2 for the City of Covington, and I would really appreciate your votes.
Do we have any questions from the floor for either of our candidates? Any discussions? Then I'm going to formally close the quick Q&A as far as people standing up here to speak. I encourage you to speak to the candidates one-on-one on the side. Sometimes I know it's a little easier. Again, I'd like to thank the Allegheny Journal, the Recorder, and the Virginia Review. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.